Hey, Slate Crusaders, America's the greatest country in the world. Glad you're here. Hey, our new app for your smartphone is available right now. Just search for The First TV in the App Store, and it is yours free. Everything's on demand, and you can watch live as well. It's perfect. It's the best way to watch right there on your phone, The First TV. Read something yesterday that said for masks to work as a whole, right, you need something like 80% of people to be wearing them in a particular area. I guess it's like a similar concept to herd immunity, right? You need about 70, 80% of people to have immunity in order for the herd immunity to work. This is from a Berkeley computer scientist who ran these models on masks or no masks. He said if 80% of a closed population were to don a mask, so like inside a restaurant or a grocery store, then infection rates would statistically drop to 1/12 the number of infections compared to no masks. Okay? So you need like 80% of people need to be wearing a mask in order for it to really have a big effect. So the question is, are 80% of people going to wear a mask? No. Not at all. So I was wondering, I said, well, I wonder how many people are wearing masks these days. Like in California, I live in San Diego, a lot. Whenever I go to the grocery store, there's a lot of people wearing masks. It's mandatory now, in Target and grocery stores. So I see a lot of masks out there, but not everywhere. So here's a poll that was recently asked. It was a very simple question. Do you wear a face mask when you go out? And you pull it up here. You guys can show the map. The states with the most compliant is New Jersey, 56%. And then New York, 53, California, 52. All the yellow tan states are in the 40s and the red states are in the 30s. That's 30% compliance, right? Like most states, 40. Let's say the average is 40% compliant. 40. You need 80. Wearing a mask is like the easiest thing that you could possibly do, and you still only have about a 40% compliance rate. So I was thinking about all the other things that we need a high compliance rate in order to be effective, right? So there's four that I could think of. There's four things that people are talking about that you need 80 or 90% of people to do it, otherwise it's not even worth doing. It's vaccines, tracking, testing, and masks. And I think that's probably the order too. That's probably the order of lowest level compliance to highest level. So lowest compliance is going to be vaccines. We can talk about vaccines all day long, but what percentage, surely, what do you think? I mean, I don't know, I'm making it up, but what percentage of people do you think are really going to take a brand new vaccine? Whether they should or not, what percentage of people do you think will? And I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm just 30% of people are going to take it, right? I don't know. Then the tracking apps, what percentage of people do you think are going to download the tracking app? Remember we talked about Singapore, which is a pretty compliant culture, and they had like 40, I think it was 40% of people downloaded the app, and that was it, and you need about 80, 90% of people to download it for it to work. If that was in Singapore, you had 40%, so you're probably going to only have about 30% of people download a tracking app. And then testing, maybe you'll get 40% of people who are willing to really do any testing, but most won't. And then even masks. Masks, you're only getting at best a 56% compliance rate. Slate Crusaders, thanks for watching The First on YouTube. If you want more, like, subscribe. We got plenty.